Hello everyone, Odds here. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to start getting into Yoshi flutters in Super Mario Galaxy 2 any percent. Well, for any percent and other categories speed. So Yoshi flutters are essentially one of the more important things you need to learn when it comes to this game. And learning how to get used to infinite flutters can be very useful when it comes to trying to get a hang of how the game works, trying to get good at how to play the game, and all of the. So if you don't know what an infinite flutter is, you can essentially carry on a flutter. You can essentially carry on a flutter immediately and keep like continuous flutter if you tab Z every time you while you are in the flutter animation. The timing for this is not strict at all. In fact, the timing for this is really lean, as you get like basically all the time. Well, you have until Yoshi finishes Yoshi's sound animation. So, like, say for the when you hear Yoshi do a Yoshi's cry, like, you can essentially go any time between start and the end of it. Demonstrate. It's better, if you want to get more height, it's better to go really late on Yoshi's sound. So it's like, as soon as you see Yoshi about to be done, you tap Z and then hit A again, and you see Mario eventually get more height if the electric doesn't destroy our day. You know, that would be cool. So, just to show how this works, you can see Mario and Yoshi get more height. So, these flutters can also be done off berries if you want to get a bit more speed with them. So, like, say, like ball berries or berries. Can do a flutter in order to get like a lot of speed. But flutters there are two different types of flutters that you normally would expect in a run that we normally do. One of them is height based, and one of them is speed based. And flutters are essentially needed. No, both flutters are essentially needed for runs, but it mainly can be like dependent from like from flutter to flutter about which one you need and which one you don't. So, first off, I'm going to go and talk about the better one, well, the more important one, the speed flutters, which you're going to need like a lot of distance based, well, which they're mainly more distance based, and you need to get a lot of speed in order to do. So, something that I like doing when it comes to flutters is I like to visualize how flutters work. Say if you want to go to another planet, like say for example Yoshi and Mario want to go to this planet to where the boss is. It's better to do the flutter to do the flutter 3 notches away from where you're going, or specifically a 135-degree angle. So for practice, say like if you want to reach here, which is a down right angle, you have to hold left, which as you can see 1, 2, 3. Well, down right is where you need to go. The reason why is this actually gives you a lot more speed when it comes to the flutter. And I didn't make it because I was a bit too... because angles are a bit weird with this flutter, but like, you know. It's a really you can kind of get the drill of how this flutter would work. So, let's say you do it like from here, or from 2 flutters here to here. It's a better idea to, when you're starting out with this game, to start doing flutters on the ground, on solid ground first, in order to like get the hang of how flutters work. As soon as you get used to them, start doing them more in the air. So like say right here, for example. And I don't know why I specifically talked about this flutter, but like, you know. Something to keep in mind within both types of flutters is how Mario and Yoshi essentially loses all of their speed as soon as you hit about 10 seconds of fluttering. So say, for example, I'm gonna do a flutter from here to where the volcano is. You look at the timer and see as soon as it hits 10 seconds, Mario and Yoshi do severely slow down. You normally want to be normally want to end your flutter for about 10 when you hit 10 seconds. So it's like, it is very important to just keep flutters really short. But something to keep in mind, if say you are fluttering for like longer than 10 seconds and the flutter for some reason gets like, you get a lot of speed with it, like you lose lose every bit of your speed. You do still move a little bit, as you can see with Yoshi's shadow right now. And if you do a one on a berry, you get a little more speed if you need to get like a little bit more. So say that. So there are 2 different types of flutters. One of them is, well, so to go over like how the flutters work, there are 2 different types of them I would like to talk about. One of them being speed, one of them being, well, distance and height. So distance is normally, now to get the distance, take the information I just sent you with like the angles of where Yoshi could go. You normally want to either, when you're starting, you normally want to either do like a double jump or a, well, when you're starting flutters, you normally want to do like a double jump and then like a spin. Say, you want to make it over here. You like double, no, I'm gonna, or you can do a side flip. Side flips are all. So say if you want to make it over to here, you can do it with a side flip, but as well you can do it with a double jump. So I'm going to show you the difference between the both. Like, side flip, spin. You can even do this with like a single jump. I want to do it from here. It's just again dependent on the angle. I didn't get it because my angle god awful, but you can really start to get an idea of how this would be. Now, as well as height, as distance, there's also height-based flight, where you essentially do not do a spin. Don't do a spin when you're doing the flutter. This is mainly useful for some levels, such as say Yoshi Star 1, or where if you need to do flutters with like a height. or this, well, height in mind, you can essentially do this. Or, like, if you want to get used to how flutters work, you go for a height-based flutter. Height-based flutters essentially give you, like, way more height with the flutter, as you may have guessed, in cost for speed, so... what I would like to do is... like, the only thing that is, like, the only difference between both of them, how height is, like, gets significantly less speed, but with them, you get, like, a lot more height. Only useful for flutters like, say, Bowser Free. No, not Bowser Free. Boom Bunker and other... no, not even Boom Bunker. Second Bowser Jr. or, like, any other levels. There's many other things where you can do the flutters or, like, different flutters if you need to. But yeah, hope this tutorial helps with any kind of new flutter you're trying to learn. And just see you all soon. The Galaxy Learning. Bye, have a good one.